Thank you, Chairman Burgess, and welcome, Mr. Secretary. I appreciate your comments at the outset of the hearing regarding the school shooting in Parkland, Florida. That's now the 18th school shooting in America so far this year, and we're here in mid-February. In America, about 96 Americans die every day at the hands of a firearm. That includes domestic violence, incidents, suicides. More Americans have died from gun violence in America since 1970 than all who lost their lives in every war in the history of our country. And it's another completely saddening statistic is that more preschoolers die every year because of gun violence than police officers. So I appreciate your sentiments that we have to do more when it comes to mental health resources. Would you also commit here today that you will act in a proactive fashion to support new efforts for gun violence safety research at the agencies under your purview, including the Centers for Disease Control?
Thank you, Congressman, and again, our sympathies to those of you from Florida. We believe we've got a very important mission with our work with serious mental illness, as well as our ability to do research on the causes of violence and the causes behind tragedies like this. So that is a priority for us, especially at the Centers for Disease Control.
Specifically on my question, you know, there was a rider that has been added to various appropriations bills over time that has had a chilling effect and in essence has acted as a ban on the Centers for Disease Control conducting gun violence safety prevention research, just like we do with automobile accidents that has really ended up saving a lot of lives over time. Would you commit to that specifically on gun violence prevention safety research?
So my understanding is that the rider does not in any way impede our ability to conduct our research mission, but it's simply about advocacy.
Will you proactively speak out now, knowing we've had our 18th school shooting here, we're mid-February, and 96 Americans on average die a day? Will you be proactive on the research initiative?
We certainly will. Our Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, we're in the science business and the evidence-generating business, and so I will have our agency certainly be working in this field as they do across the whole broad spectrum.
And we're going to hold you to it. And Mr. Chairman Burgess, this is an important topic for our committee. I wonder, would you commit to holding a hearing on specifically just the topic of gun violence prevention research? That's the purview of this committee. Would you commit today to holding a hearing? The Democrats had a hearing on our own, but we've got to work on a bipartisan way on this. Would you commit to holding a hearing here in the next few months?
The committee's open to all suggestions, and I think we've shown that track record over the past year and 2 months.
We haven't had a hearing on this, but thank you, Mr. Chairman. We'll hold you to that.